Now, you may have heard the term cloud kitchen, but not been entirely sure what it means. Well, as long as your takeout gets delivered fast and hot, you're happy, right? But what if I told you that your favourite food may not be being prepared at the restaurant you ordered from at all, but actually cooked off-site and by a third-party company? That's the business model of Kitopi, a UAE-based firm that is part of a global food delivery revolution. Country manager Jihad Bounassa joins me now to explain how it all works. Jihad, thanks so much for joining us. Talk us through some of the brands that you work with and how it all works behind the scenes.
So thank you, Ray, for having me. Let me briefly introduce Kitopi and what we do. We're a managed cloud kitchen network. We operate restaurants in Dubai and across the world, and we partner with brands to create new concepts. And some of the brands we create or we work with fall into three different categories. The first categories are brands that have one or two locations in Dubai and want our help to scale at a cost-effective manner. Those include brands like Right Bite, Under 500, and others in the region. The second type of brands are international brands and QSRs, brands that want to join from outside. And recently, in the last 2 months, we've onboarded brands such as Nathan's Famous and Bondi Sushi, brands that only exist in New York and Brooklyn. And so through us, we were able to scale them to Dubai, and we're also working with brands in Lebanon to come in. And then finally, the third type of brands are brands that are purely virtual. Think about food influencers, food bloggers, or chefs that want to create their own concepts. So through our kitchens, we help them bring their concepts to life. But in the end, what differentiates us from other cloud restaurants or cloud kitchens is we do not create our own brands. We work with existing brands and bring their concepts to life across multiple locations.
So how do you respond then to people who say that the concept of the business model is a little bit maybe misleading to consumers because they think they're going to be ordering from a restaurant and having it made in that restaurant? Really, it's being made off-site.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, we are a food tech company and we're an operator. And we work with restaurants to develop their food and deliver it to the customer in a quick and efficient manner. So if you think about the consumer, what does the consumer want? They want quality food, they want it to be delivered fast, and they want to make sure that the food is consistent every time they order. And because we have multiple kitchens located strategically across the country, typically closest to the consumer, we can allow the food to arrive very fast in a consistent and quality manner. And furthermore, all of our kitchens in the UAE and abroad have HACCP certification and ISO 22000. And so we also partner with the regulators locally and abroad to make sure we have the best technology to ensure health and safety in our kitchens.
So what about from the perspective of the brand then? How do they make sure that you guys are doing a great job of providing great tasting food the way they would make it if they made it in their own kitchen?
That's a great question. And the way we like to at least phrase it is we're like franchising 2.0. And the way we do it is it starts with onboarding a brand. It takes us anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 weeks to onboard the brand fully onto our platform. During those 2 weeks, we invite the brand's chefs to come and train our chefs on those recipes. And we do multiple stages of audits before we go live. After we go live, we have our own brand champions or brand ambassadors in our kitchens whose primary responsibility is to ensure the quality and consistency of the food is done as if it's done from any other restaurants. And then finally, we invite brands and their chefs to come and audit us every 2 or 3 months to either refresh the menu or audit us or give us more input on how we can operate better. So it's a collaboration between us and the brands.
So there's a lot of oversight. We know now that delivery is kind of the new going out since the pandemic. How has the pandemic affected your business?
So cloud kitchens, or at least cloud restaurants, aren't a new thing, and they existed way before the pandemic. What the pandemic has done is leapfrogged the number of restaurants and brands that wanted to join our platform. And so yes, it is true that more people are ordering on food delivery, and we've seen growth ourselves. We've doubled our sales in the last 4 or 5 months during the pandemic, and we've seen more restaurants want to join us because in the end, going forward, we know that cash constraints are going to always be a thing. And so restaurants want to make sure they can scale fast and scale efficiently. And we can do that through our operations and through our tech that's incorporated across our kitchens.
So just quickly then, what does the future hold for Kitopi?
So we want to scale and continue growing our existing brands and new brands. And we recently closed our Series B funding in January of this year, and we closed $60 million. So the future for us is very much about growth and expansion, and we're going to do it in 4 ways. The first way is to onboard more brands, more restaurants that want to join our platform. I talked about the 3 types earlier today, and there's more and more types that we will uncover. The second way we're going to grow is we're going to scale across our existing markets. So right now we cover all of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We're going to scale to Sharjah and the rest of the Emirates. The third way is to expand across countries. Right now we exist in 3 different countries. We're going to expand in 2021 globally across the world. And then finally, the fourth and last way is we are an innovative company. We're a tech-based innovative company. So we'll continuously create new ways of growing for our brands, whether it's new verticals such as meal plans or groceries or any other type that we're going to innovate going forward.
Jihad, thank you so much. I wish we had more time to chat. It's been fascinating hearing how Kitopi works. Thank you.
Thank you.